Nobody tells you what happens when you start getting in shape. And I'm not done with my journey yet, but just from what I've seen and the reaction from people I've met and people I've known over the years, I'm never going to stop striving to be better. My physique is not anywhere where I want it to be. And when I say that, I mean I made a lot of progress, but I'm still striving for more. What no one tells you is that once you start achieving the physique that you've always wanted, you start to ask yourself, how far can I push this and how capable am I? And when you start to do this, you start to envision yourself as the leanest person you can. Six-pack, V-taper, cut muscles, and you really start to think, what's possible? And the only thing you have to do when you start achieving this is envision that self you want to be. Now, I'm not going to lie, it's going to take a little bit of work. But if it changes your entire life to track your food, your macros, your calories, your protein, your carbs, your fats, weighing your food out, if that's all it takes, then why not do it? And when I say if that's all it takes, we are in probably the easiest times we ever have been as far as comfort, stability, resources, things like that. If it takes just a little bit of discipline to get you to where you want to go, we have to do that. Growth only comes when you do the hard things. Especially for men, we have to do those hard, difficult things. We have to go through those trials of hardship to become the men we're meant to be. But if we can't even watch what we're putting in our mouth, and we can't exercise to have the best body we can, then we're going to lose every time. Now, when you really start getting on this journey and you see people you haven't seen in a long time, they're going to ask you, wow, what have you been doing? I've been tracking my macros. I've been calorie counting. I've been lifting weights. I've been doing cardio. I've been getting my steps in. Everyone starts to notice. And that's just when you're starting your journey. That's not even at the end point, because like I said, I'm not at mine. And things have completely changed. And I'm probably barely at the halfway point now. But that's why I wanted to make this channel, was to document what I've seen and what I've been through, so people can be prepared for what's to come. Now, you will get haters too. You will get people who try to put you down, or they try to make themselves look better, but that comes with the territory of being a better version of yourself. Once you start to notice that, you deal with it. Hate only comes from below, it never comes from above. That's why you're also going to meet better people along this journey as well. That's another thing I noticed. You're going to start hanging around people that are in better shape than you, and that pushes you to be better too. Those men who have more accomplishments with their mind and their body or their business are always going to push you to be better, even if they don't necessarily do it verbally. But you seeing them as an example is going to push you. For instance, I got a buddy of mine who's super lean. And when I get a workout in with him, and he pushes me to be a lot better, pushes me to stay on my diet and my nutrition a lot better because how lean he is, it's something I strive to be. And when you strive to be that and you put yourself around those people, it only makes you see that things are achievable. Another thing that's going to definitely change is your mindset. Once you start getting those little wins, and once the fat starts coming off in certain areas and you notice, you're going to start to gain ground and you're going to gain speed on how dialed in you are. That just comes with the territory of those little tiny micro wins. Every micro win adds up to a massive step, a massive win. And they don't come every day. But you can't always trust the scale either. You have to take measurements and pictures of yourself, obviously. That's going to be the best way you can tell. And I'm not saying everybody's perfect. We're not. If you mess up, tomorrow's a new day. That's another thing I learned. If something happens, you're at a birthday party or a work event, a dinner, you try to do as best as you can. You go on a date. Things happen in life, but tomorrow is always a new day. You learn that as well. Tomorrow's a new day, and I can be better tomorrow. Now, I'm not saying do this every week. I'm not even saying do this every couple weeks. But it's not the end all be all if you mess up. If you make those good habits by going to the gym and tracking your food, then even a small hiccup isn't going to set you back for months and months and months. This is just something that you start to learn when the mindset starts to change. And that's another massive win that you'll learn throughout this journey is the mindset shift you will definitely have when just getting your body to where you want to be, because I would say 90% of this is mental. It's going to make you mentally strong, and it will help you mentally adapt to other situations in your life that you might not have even thought you could do. And these are the things that turn boys into men. These hardships that we have to go through, like pushing your body to its absolute limits, that is the bare minimum. Don't think of this as something you want to do. Think of it as something you have to do. That's what I do. I think to myself, I have to do this. I have to push myself to my limits and see what I am capable of. Because if you don't, you will never know. But we are so sedentary and we are so corrupted by fast food and crap food and not exercising. It is something that most people will not do. But this channel is not for anybody who's just normal. This channel is for anybody who really wants to push themselves and accomplish things that other people aren't willing to do. That's why I wanted to make this channel. Now, this journey's not over when you get to where you want to, because then you have to maintain, and you have to realize that as well. That's one of the things I'm also preparing myself for as well. That when I get to where I want to with my body, then I have to reverse diet and maintain. And that's mental as well. Because what's the point of getting where you want to go if you just go right back to where you were and yo-yo and you gain a bunch of weight and then you don't look good anymore? No, you get to where you want to be and then you maintain and then you try to make more gains. That's my goal. If you guys like this content, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I got a lot more videos like this. I got plenty more to come. Thanks for watching, and we're going to strive to be our best selves.